Atikshara. I'm a 13-year-old artist from India, from South India. I'm from a city in South India called Chennai. I live with two parents and I have an elder sister. And I'm quite interested in art and tech. And in this pandemic, I had a lot of time after school, especially schools were online. So I did not, I have to travel to my school. So I had a lot of time. So I thought, why don't I explore new hobbies? And that's when I started with digital art. And when I started with digital art, I was able to bring my imaginations into real life, into a real 3D simulation, and that was cool and that was really interesting. I was able to do things that I can do in real life as well as a simulation in 3D, and that was interesting. So when I started learning more and more about digital art, I eventually came to know about NFTs and I saw everyone talking about it, and I thought, why wouldn't I start with it and see where it goes? And one Sunday, me and my sister sat together, and we went on the web and we searched about NFTs, and we went to a lot of videos, and then we came to a conclusion what NFT was, and we thought, why don't we mint one art as an NFT and see where it goes? And that one Sunday changed my life, changed my family's life, and I'm pretty sure that made a big impact. That one day made a big impact, and yeah, that's a short brief about. Like a week back from that day, the clubhouse became a very famous thing. A lot of people started talking about clubhouse, so it was hard to get an invite in that time, and we got an invite, and I joined a couple of digital art rooms. And any room I joined, they did not talk about digital art, but instead they talked about NFTs. And that's when, I didn't understand what NFTs was, and what why everybody's talking about it, and what's so important about NFTs. I was curious, and that whole week I was confused. I did not understand. I was not able to talk in any rooms, and that kind of created me a curiosity to know what it was, and why is everyone talking about it? What's so special about it? So that Sunday, I think my dad was not home. He went somewhere out. I think, yeah, he went out for work, and me and my mom and my sister, we two were home, and we were just talking. And I quickly brought up about NFTs. I just asked my sister, everybody's talking about NFTs. Do you have any idea what it is? And we were just having a casual talk, and we thought, why don't we go Google it up and see what it is? And we started Googling, and then initially it was all confused. We didn't know what it was, and it all seemed too hard and different. But as we went into a couple of marketplace, it seemed like it didn't seem real. It seemed like some kind of a how do we say it? Not real thing. We didn't believe at first about NFTs and stuff, as everybody does. None of them believes about NFTs at the beginning. But then when we went through stuffs, and when we saw other artists who minted NFTs, and we saw all of those things, we thought, why don't we mint one and see where it goes? If it goes, if something cool happens, and maybe we can continue minting NFTs, or let's see where it goes and what happens. And that was a very brief thing of what happened that day. Yeah, the first art took around 3 weeks. But the others took around a couple of hours. So yes, the first one was a quite long time. Um, I do a couple of 3D animations. I also do generative art. So in 3D animations, I use softwares like Cinema 4D. And for generative art, I use P5.js and Python. So in my family, I don't think anyone is much of an artist. My mom draws well. My sister is on the tech side, and my dad is also on the tech side. So my mom is also my mom runs a business along with my dad. So much there isn't anyone really in the art side in my family, but I think my mom draws well, and because of her, I have a lot of influence on art, and she helps me so much with art, in aspects of art. So I think maybe I should have got the skills from my mom, and yeah. Um, so let's say there's a picture of Mona Lisa, and we someone just takes a picture of it and posts it on their Instagram. It doesn't mean that that Mona Lisa is created by the person who took the picture of it, right? Uh, but the Mona Lisa actually belongs to Da Vinci, and no one as it's a very famous art, everyone knows that fact. But with digital art, we really don't know that. Anyone just takes a picture of it, and then we put it on our Instagram, or we do it. So I usually compare it with patent right. I think for innovation, they give a patent right, and they say that this art, I mean, this innovation belongs to this person as a proof. In art, we give NFTs to say that this art belongs to this artist, and that is the proof of the NFTs is just a proof or an authentication to tell that this art belongs to this person. This art was created by this person. So I was not really familiar with blockchain, but I've heard cryptocurrencies a couple of times. I've heard people talking about it on, social medias and stuff. But I really did not know what blockchain was much before, like a year back. I did not know what it was. But and when I mean I know technology, I just know programming and stuff like that. Not really blockchain, or heavy concepts of technology. No, I really don't have much skills in this. I just Google and learn stuff from YouTube and online resources. And I really didn't take a course or something for this. I just went online, and I learned 3D animation for about 3 months, I guess, in this lockdown. So yes, I did spend a lot of time learning about it, but it was quite easy to get it and get started with it because there was a lot of resources online. So. No, not really. I got into social media like this year, because before, it's not like that. No one, if someone says, let's, everything was offline. Like we had to go out and play, and we had to go out for school. But now everything is kind of online, and to talk with someone, we use some kind of a online thing, and we everything is online. So I was, I did not know what to do in my house because after school I was just free. So I did not know where to spend my time. So I started using social media, meaning I started with YouTube and stuffs and Instagram, and to learn new hobbies, and to see how other digital artists are doing. Like I see a lot of other digital artists' portfolio and get inspired, and see how creative they are and how their artworks are. So I really don't use it for branding, but I use it a lot for learning. So Foundation is a global NFT platform, and I think Foundation, it's an invite only platform, but Wasirex is a Indian based NFT marketplace, and I think it's you have to apply to get inside Wasirex. It's not an invite only marketplace. I think that's the huge difference between them for artists. Yes, I think in Wasirex, it's not a, I don't think there are many artists. I think there are around 500, 600 artists. I'm not sure. But yes, so far now I am the youngest in Wazirex marketplace. Yes. No, these marketplaces are the place where we mint our artworks and basically sell it or do anything with our art. Uh, I believe the marketplaces are the ones who provide NFT, who allow us to mint our art into NFTs. There are a couple of more marketplaces as well, but I think so for now, Foundation is a very global and a very famous marketplace in NFT space. Um, I think it depends on the artist. So, for me, it goes, usually I put list my artworks for around 700 to 1000 US dollars. Uh, but it depends on the artist. They can do it less and or more. It depends. Some people mint more copies of one art, like 100 copies of one art, and they usually keep less price for one copy. And yes, it completely depends on the artist how they want to price their artwork and how they want their artwork to be on the marketplace. Yes, yes, of course. Not really savings, but more experience, and I've learned so much, and my family has learned so much, and I think that it has been an inspiration for many young artists. I believe it's an inspiration for many young artists. A couple of people in my school have started working on NFTs, and they've started learning about it and stuff. So I believe its impact and also we have all learned so much from the NFT community and the NFT marketplace and the whole NFT thing itself. In the future, yes. As I said, I am interested about art and tech. So I'm kind of hoping to explore more about art and tech, like metaverse or like AR, VR artworks, or something in the intersection of art and tech. Even mind uploading is a very big example of it, I believe, because I'm pretty sure that's going to make a big revolution in the world and big impact on the world. So maybe that's also something that I might be interested in working on, but I'm not really sure. I really don't want to choose a career like right now because technology is really fast and every single day we're getting new things like NFTs. So I don't want to stick on with one and go with that. I would just say that I would prefer, or I would just choose anything in the intersection of art and tech and explore more about it and see where the time takes me and see where it takes. Yes, I would prefer them searching on online and joining communities on Discord and on Clubhouse and listen to a couple of rooms and spend a couple of days, like 2 3 days, learning about it. Not more than that. And I think NFTs are not really complicated. You really need not know about too complex stuffs like about the blockchain or about that. You just have to know the basics, how to mint, how to have a wallet, and how to get started with all of that. So if I'm just a 13-year-old and I'm able to do stuff, and I don't think that should be hard for anyone to do. It should be really easy. All you have to do is just go up online and search for it and learn and get started.